Hi guys, good evening and welcome to Cooking with Ray. I'd just like to take you through a few of the ingredients that you'll often find in some of my curries, rice dishes and everything that I kind of put together. First of all, I've got some herbs, spices, other flavourings. I was going to show you a little bit more about each one and give you a little look at them as well, just in case you're a little bit unfamiliar. First of all, let's go with these bottles. We've got some, get that in there, Cure water. Brilliant. And we've got some rose water. Fabulous. Now those two are absolutely amazing for flavouring rices, particularly biryani dishes. And these come in at under £1 a bottle. So they're really, really good value. When it comes to rices as well, we like a bit of colour in our rice. So I've got some yellow, red and orange food colourings there as well. And these pots are only about 50p a pot. The yellow one is perfect for doing your yellow rice, your pilau rice and the such. The red is absolutely amazing for doing your tikkas and things like that. And again, with the orange, you can also use that in curry and also in your rices as well. As I say, they come in at less than 50p, around 50p a pot, so they're good value as well. For the sake of speed in the kitchen, I often use ginger paste there, and garlic paste. Now obviously if you're doing curries and the such, fresh garlic and fresh ginger is perfect if you can get it. Sometimes you can't get it, but they're always handy to have in your cupboard just in case. When it comes to garlic as well, I do have these garlic granules. They're just nice to little throw in a few things, throw in a bit of rice, whatever. Really good. Show you this pot here. I've just got some salt out just to show you. Use a little bit of salt in my cooking, obviously. I brought that out. You know what salt looks like, quite obviously. But if I hadn't got it there, someone is bound to say, don't use any salt. Yes, I do. Use a little bit of salt. Right then. A lot of curries that you get are sweet. And they achieve that sweetness by using a cane sugar called jaggery. Now, that comes in a block, and it can be grated and shaved off and things like that. But I found this other cane sugar product called Shakar, and it's exactly the same thing really, but it's granulated. If you can't get hold of either of these, a Demerara sugar will do just as well. A dark brown Demerara sugar, just give you that lovely sweetness to your dishes. Dishes such as your kormas, for example. And of course in your kormas and those things, we've got ground almonds and we've got flaked almonds. They go on top of your kormas and those dishes. In your kormas, we've also got some coconut flour here. That goes into your kormas. Also using tinned coconut milk. One of them to show you. Here we go. Tinned coconut milk, that also goes into your kormas. Very, very handy to have in your store cupboard. Now then, I was in Tesco's earlier. Sorry, not Tesco's. I was in Lidl earlier. And I found this organic coconut flour. So that's the same as the other coconut flour. So just in case you're struggling to find it in your local area, Lidl do have those in. And next to those, it's down the baking aisle. And whilst I was showing you the Shakar, I also came across this in Lidl as well. Organic coconut sugar. Now as you can see, I've not opened it yet. I don't know what that's like, but that might be a good alternative. And I'm not entirely sure yet, but it might be slightly less in actual real sugar, if that makes sense to you, if you're trying to watch your sugar intake, than the pure cane sugar. So, not sure about that one, but we'll have a see, yeah? I'll take you through some of the dried spices now and that we've got. So, firstly, Asian bay leaves. They're absolutely amazing. They go into virtually every dish that we make. They're a little bit bigger and a little bit more flavoursome than what you would expect from the normal Western bay leaves, but they're available widely. Next up, I've got some cassia bark leaf to show you. Cassia bark even, sorry. And that's basically a cinnamon. It's like a cinnamon bark or a cinnamon stick. So that's cassia bark or cinnamon. They're whole spices. I'll show you the rest of the whole spices first, in fact. So let's just bring that down here. There we go, guys. Right. So in the middle here, I've got a black cardamom pod. Couple of those. I've also got a star anise left there. It's a little bit like a butterfly, I suppose, but it's a star anise. Very popular in Chinese cookery. Pop those down. Then in this one I've got a mixture of peppercorns and cloves. These kinds of spices, absolutely fantastic with rice, particularly. And then from the top here I've got some mustard seeds. Let's pull that out without them going everywhere. There we go. So I've got mustard seeds, and what I've done is I always label them just so that I remember what they are. Little black mustard seeds, lovely. Next to that, we've got some fennel seeds. They offer a really, really nice aniseedy flavour as well. If at the end of your meal you've ever had any of the sugar-coated fennel seeds, that's what's inside those. Very, very sweet, pungent and aniseedy flavoured. Next we've got the ever popular curry leaves. They go into a lot of curries. They do taste and smell very much of curry. It's quite a strange thing, but it genuinely does. Then we've got the famous kasuri methi. A little of this goes a long way, so you'll need like a pinch. And again, you put that into most of the curries early on in the cooking process. Green cardamoms. Very, very pungent. You'll only need 2 or 3 of these in your dish. Just give your dish a quick... Sorry, just give the cardamom pods a quick bash, and they will release the seeds that are inside. And they're very, very nice in your... Often in sweet dishes, very, very nice. Cumin seeds. Again, very popular in a lot of the dishes. Absolutely fantastic. So let's pop those back in there, and then what we'll do is have a look at the powdered spices. So like I say, I keep mine in these little handy tubs, and come with a lid, keep them nice and airtight. Pop that on, lovely. Okay, so our powdered spices that I use in particular are the red paprika. Very popular, very nice, gives it a lovely colour and a sweet taste. My own blend mixed powder. Lots of secret ingredients in that. It's not really that secret, it's just a mashup of all the other stuff. Not going to lie. Madras curry powder. Just short, store-bought, no messing about curry powder. Cumin powdered cumin. Garam masala. That's something that you can put on at the beginning of your cooking, but is often found sprinkled on the top towards the very end of the cooking. Haldi powder, turmeric. So that's your turmeric powder there, bright and yellow. It's very, very pungent, and it can be quite bitter, so you want to go sparing with that. And then finally, the ground coriander. Again, very similar to the cumin, mixed with the garam masala. Makes a brilliant warmth to your dishes. And that then, my friends, is going round my spices. Just quickly show you this. I've got a little lid for that as well, as you would expect. Finally, 2 more things to show you. Fresh mint. I use a lot of fresh mint in cooking, use a lot of fresh mint in my sauces. I've just got some jam jars, a little bit of water in. I grow mine fresh in the garden, and I've always got it to hand, so that's really, really good. And finally, fresh coriander. Again, I've stored mine in a little jam jar, a little bit of water in there. Comes in bunches like so. I always buy mine fresh from the supermarkets. Your coriander stalks are perfect in your cooking. When you start your curries, middle of your curries, put your stalks in. So much flavour in there. Don't just tear off your leaves and throw that bunch away. You're throwing away a ton of flavour. And then obviously to garnish, at the end of your cooking, you've got your leaves there. Well then, that's my quick guide to my store cupboard ingredients. I hope you found that useful. If there's anything you want to ask me about, by all means, you are more than welcome to pop on and ask me about at any time. But for now, I'll just sign off and say thank you for following that little video, and catch you soon. Bye.